Hello, and welcome back to Human Influencers of the Modern Era. Yep, that's anyone who spikes our interest from today all the way back to the non-modern times. I don't know when that would be, but let's get on with it. The moment you've all been waiting for. Yes, we are going to talk about the younger son of King Charles III and Diana, Princess of Wales. Fifth in line to the throne, Prince Harry has been all over the news lately, following not only his book released on the 10th of January this year, but also the string of interviews leading up to the book's release. Unlike any other member of the royal family in the whole of history, Prince Harry's distancing from the royal family and his departure from English soil have allowed him to stretch out and actually talk about his experiences, his life, and his opinions. This is a luxury disallowed to any member of the royal family. Yep, that's right. They're also not allowed to use social media, although Princess Eugenie seems to be a rare exception on this one. They cannot wear sparkly or brightly colored nail varnish. Not that Harry would want to do that, but let's not make assumptions based on gender. They are also not allowed to talk about their political views or share any ideas which lean more to one side than the other. Along with these strict regulations, the family are not allowed to vote, dress the way they choose, or even fly in the same plane as their father. Yes, you heard that correctly. Once a prince, next in line to the throne, reaches the age of 12, he is no longer allowed to fly with the current heir, in case anything tragic should happen. Poor George. Just imagine him sitting all alone on a big, huge plane. So these are just a few of the rigid rules expected of all members of the family to follow. And that's a skimmed review. This is what makes Prince Harry's actions all the more exciting and shocking at the same time. No one has ever had any sort of real peek into the lives of this seen but not heard group of people. And Harry has granted us full access into the lies, expectations, rifts, fights, and crazy allegations that go on behind closed gates. Or should I say, behind doors to their private jets. Prince Harry was born on September 15, 1984, so as of today, January 13, 2023. He is 38 years old. Since birth, he has been under the scrutiny, or you could say worldwide adoration, of the public eye. In his and his wife Meghan's Netflix documentary, entitled Harry and Meghan, it is said that his mother Diana, Princess of Wales, used to beg and plead with the photographers and tabloid press to leave them in peace when following them around on holiday in London or after school. A specific clip shows Harry leaving Eton School and being hollered at by the press, asking him probing, personal questions about his school and private life. Some would say, and many have done, being a prince comes with this type of attention, and that the family should expect to give out details and time from their private life to the public. And then there is the argument that all British people are paying for the lavish life and extravagant gold and gilded staircases they walk down daily with our taxes. This argument follows with the expectation that the royals give us every little details and let us in every little moment of their royal lives. Pose with the newborn baby not 50 minutes after having given birth. Talk to us about what you did at school today. Pose for photos for however long we ask. Tell us about your deepest secrets and your true thoughts about your stepmother. And there is only one way to get out of all the diplomatics of being a Windsor. Prince Harry has openly said that he, and I quote, still believes in the monarchy. He can just no longer be an active part of it. Many people have argued, and it has gotten ugly, let me tell you, over the legitimacy of the prince's claims that he tried to stay in every way he could, trying to arrive at a deal where he could live his life in a more private way while still representing the monarch and its Commonwealth territories. But it seems to have all come to a grinding halt in 2020, when he and his wife moved out of the country to America. And soon after, February 2021, Buckingham Palace would confirm that they would not be returning as working members of the royal family. You have been released. Well, maybe it didn't quite go like that. But it has meant that, now as independent individuals, the couple are free to do and say as they please, and that means publishing tell-all books, making documentaries about their lives, and taking part in revealing interviews. Have you watched any of these interviews yet? If not, I'm about to show you some of the comments that have everyone up in arms. Harry appeared on Stephen Colbert's The Late Show, to much applause and excitement in the US, where he now lives. One of the first memorable moments include him joking about the extra chair being a spare to an audience literally chanting his name. I wonder if he would have had the same effect had he been appearing on a UK late-night talk show. He also mentioned his disappointment at the palace's lack of action at misogynist and probable mechanophiliac Jeremy Clarkson's aggressive and sexist comments in his so-called opinion column back in December. Mechanophilia is someone who, shall we say, wants to have sexy time with his own car. Yep, that's Clarkson all right. Be right back. I'ma go lock my BMW in the garage. In his interview with Tom Bradbury, named Harry, the interview, Harry gets frank about his arguments with his brother and quotes that, "In the second darkest moment of my life, I wish they had been there for me," when talking about his family. He goes on to tell Bradbury that they've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile, implying that he himself has attempted multiple times to bring them all back together. People would be most surprised to learn that in his book, he talks about his drug experimentation era, which includes marijuana, cocaine, and magic mushrooms. Harry says of this revelation that they are important to acknowledge. Nonetheless, I will spare you all the details of my own LSD hunting era. Excuse the pun. He also talks about his father and his brother as if they are almost estranged to him or locked out of his view, saying, "I would like to have my father back. I would like to get my brother back." The nation would be sad to hear their beloved prince talking about his family in such a distant way. Perhaps that is why he moved to the States. I wonder if he managed to get away from the pressure of expectation and the judgment now that he is no longer on home territory. But that is what England will always be to him, his home. Anyway, there is only so much I can tell you about this man's life, given I have never met him, not ever. Why don't you go and read the book for yourself and tell me what you think in the comments? Or maybe you've already watched all his interviews. What are your thoughts? Let us know below. I'm sure you all have lots and lots of opinions to share. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow Mr. Prince Harry here. He will be very disappointed in you if you don't. Thanks, and see you next time. Or Tara, as I would say if I were a royal. Which I am not, by the way.